Hi students. In summer, while traveling on tar road, we observe water at some places. So, really water is there. If you go near, it will disappear. Why? If you, again we will observe far from us, water will appear. If you go near, again they will appear. So those are how they are forming. What is the reason behind this? In this class, we learn about formation of the water on the road and reason behind it. So generally, that water is called what? Mirages. Those are called mirages. Really, there is no water, but that is the optical illusion. Because of optical illusion, water appears on the tar road. So why they are appearing? So before going to know about formation of mirages, and one more thing we will observe, diamond. So brilliance of the diamond is more than the glass. What is the reason in that? In that also same some optical phenomena is there. So now we discuss one by one those phenomena. So first, before going to that, we discuss critical angle. Sir, what is critical angle? Critical angle, before going to critical angle, we learn now 2 points in refraction. So what are the 2 points? In that first point, light ray travel from rarer medium to denser medium. What happened? Light ray travel from rarer medium to denser medium. It bend toward the normal. Suppose light ray travel from, sorry, suppose light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. What happened? Light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. It bends away from the normal. Here we know this is angle of incidence and this one is angle of refraction. So these 2 points we know. Same 2 points we discuss in detail. Here, this condition is always correct. Light ray travel from rarer medium to denser medium, it bend toward the normal. But light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium, always it bends away from the normal. So we observe here. I am selecting one object in a denser medium. This medium is taken as a denser medium, and this medium is taken as a rarer medium. How can you define denser and rarer medium? The medium in which more refractive index value, n value more, then that is said to be denser medium. More n, that is denser medium. Okay. So I am selecting from the object three different rays. I consider 1, 2 and 3. Draw normal at the point of incidence. If we draw normal at the point of incidence, here we draw a normal rays. So what happened? If you observe different angles, these rays making different angles with normal. So first light ray making certain angle. So take it as I1. What happened? When light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So in this case, this is the original path of the light ray. This is original path, actual path. If there is no change in the refractive index of the medium, but there is a change in the refractive index of the medium, so that's why instead of this path, it bends away from the normal. So that's why it bends light ray in this direction. After refraction, light ray is going like this. In same way, come to second ray. This second ray making certain angle with the normal. This angle is taken as I2. But if we observe, I2 is greater than I1. I2 is greater than I1. What happened? So here also light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. This is the original path of the light ray. It bends away from the normal. So it bends away. That's why this light ray is also bended in this direction. So that means angle of incident increases, angle of refraction also increases. So this is R1. This one is taken as R2. So R2 also increases. So I incidented third ray. This third ray making certain angle. So it making an angle more than I2. This angle is taken as angle of incident I3. In this case, I3 is greater than I2. So then what happened? Light ray bends further. So light ray bends further and that refracted ray grazes along the boundary. So we are increasing angle of incident gradually. Whenever we are increasing angle of incident gradually, refracted ray also bends. So bends and finally it travels along the surface. So here the refracted ray making an angle 90 degrees in the rarer medium. Here refracted angle R3 you assume. So this R3 is equal to 90 degree. So for what value of incident? Refracted ray making 90 degrees in the rarer medium. This angle of incident is said to be critical angle. Okay, clear? So already we know this condition. Light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. What happened? It bends away from the normal. So here I am selecting different incident rays. So here I am selected three different rays. One ray making small angle with the normal. Second one slightly increases than the first angle, and third one is increases. So refracted angle also increases gradually, increases and finally at one particular angle of incident, refracted ray making an angle 90 degrees in the rarer medium. This angle of incident is said to be critical angle. Angle of incidence in a denser medium for which the angle of refraction in the rarer medium is 90 degrees is called critical angle. So critical angle denoted by theta c. In some textbooks or materials they denoted with c. But already we are using c for to represent the speed of the light. So to avoid the confusion I am using theta c. So theta c is the critical angle. So here what happened? Light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. So this critical angle takes place only when light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. According to Snell's law, from Snell's law, what is Snell's law? Sine of angle of incident by sine of angle of refraction is constant for a given pair of media. So from that we can write refractive index of the medium. So here refractive index of the denser medium into sine of angle of incidence. So sine of angle of incident, I am taking this I3 as a I. I am taking this I3 as a I. So I3 as a I means here this I is equal to theta c we are taking, because for this angle of incidence, the refracted ray in the rarer medium making 90 degree. So then this angle is said to be I3 is taken as a critical angle denoted by letter theta c. So nd into sin theta c is equal to refractive index of the rarer medium nr into sine of angle in that medium. So in this medium angle is equal to 90 degree. So angle is taken as 90. Sine of incident angle is equal to refractive index of the second medium into sine of angle in that medium. So from this we can write sine theta c is equal to refractive index of rarer medium by refractive index of denser medium into sine 90 is equal to 1. From this we can write sine theta c is equal to Sin theta c is equal to nr by refractive index of rarer medium by refractive index of denser medium we can write. Finally, we can write theta c is equal to sin inverse of refractive index of rarer medium by refractive index of denser medium. So this is the formula for the critical angle. Theta c is equal to sin inverse of nr by nd, refractive index of rarer medium by refractive index of denser medium. Suppose refractive index of rarer medium is taken as 1. Suppose light ray enters into air from any medium. So refractive index of denser medium is taken as n. If nr is equal to 1 and nd is equal to n, then critical angle sin theta c is equal to sin inverse of 1 by n. This is the critical angle formula when light ray enters into air from any medium. Okay. So generally we are observing fish inside the water or man inside the water. So while observing from one medium to another medium, in these cases the critical angle for air water interface, critical angle, we need to remember these values also. Water air interface critical angle theta c is equal to 49 degree, approximately 49 degrees. In same way, glass to air interface, it value nearly 42 degree. We need to remember these two values. Water to air 49 degree, glass to air 42 degree. Here I am selecting another light ray from the object. So this light ray incident with more than critical angle. Here angle of incident is greater than the critical angle. Draw normal. Here this angle of incident is taken as I4, but here this I4 value is greater than I3. So means this I4 value greater than theta c. Angle of incident is beyond critical angle. Then what happened? So in this case, light ray is reflected into the same medium. It reflected into the same medium. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. What happened? While light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium, angle of incident is beyond the critical angle. Total light is reflected back into same medium. This phenomena is called total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. Simply write it as TIR. The phenomenon due to which a ray of light while traveling from an optically denser medium to optically rarer medium gets reflected into the optically denser medium at the surface of separation is called total internal reflection. So here angle of incident is beyond critical angle. Total light is reflected back into same medium. This is called total internal reflection. So what are the conditions to take place the total internal reflection? So the condition to take place the total internal reflection, light ray must be travel from denser medium to rarer medium. Light must be travel from denser medium to rarer medium. Second point, angle of incident must be greater than theta c. Then only total internal reflection takes place. Otherwise, total internal reflection will not take place. Refraction will take place. And here there is no refraction also. In case of total internal reflection, there is no refracted ray. So this is about total internal reflection. Next. So here already we derived critical angle formula sin theta c is equal to nr by nd. From this we can write sin theta c is equal to nr by nd and that is equal to, in terms of velocity we can write. So velocity of the light in denser medium by velocity of the light in a rarer medium we can write. So that is equal to, velocity is equal to frequency into wavelength. Frequency does not changes in reflection or refraction. So wavelength in a denser medium by wavelength in a rarer medium, these points we can write. So if you observe from this condition, sin theta value directly proportional to theta. Sin theta is directly proportional to theta. That means theta value increases, sin theta value also increases. Sin 0 degrees value 0, theta equal to 0, sin 0 degrees value 0. Theta 30 degree, sin 30 degrees value 0.5. Theta is equal to 60, sin 60 degrees value 0.8 something will come. Theta 90, so up to certain angle theta increases, sin theta also increases. So it is directly proportional to theta. From this equation we can say that theta value inversely proportional to refractive index. Critical angle theta c value inversely proportional to refractive index. That means refractive index value increases, then critical angle value decreases. Refractive index value increases, critical angle value decreases. So from this critical angle depends on refractive index. Refractive index depends on temperature. Temperature increases, refractive index value decreases. So that is the condition. So here refractive index value more for violet color. Refractive index value greater for the violet than the remaining all colors. In VIBGYOR, this is the condition. VI refractive index of violet is greater than indigo, is greater than blue, is greater than green. So refractive index value less for the red color. So this critical angle inversely proportional. That's why critical angle for the violet color is less than critical angle for the indigo, is less than critical angle for the blue, is less than critical angle for the green, is less than critical angle for the yellow, is less than critical angle for orange, is less than critical angle for red color. So critical angle is more for the red color. Critical angle more for red color and less for the violet color. So that is a critical angle to calculate different formulas. So next, come to total internal reflection. What are the consequences of the total internal reflection? Next, consequence of total internal reflection. An air bubble in water appears shining. If we observe, air bubble inside water appears shining because of total internal reflection. Because air bubble, so air bubble is in water. What happened? Here light ray travels from denser medium to rarer medium. Air bubble, here air, inside air is there, here water surface. So it is inside the water. Light ray comes out. So that's why here total internal reflection takes place. Because of the total internal reflection, it appears shining. A diamond glitters. Diamond. The critical angle for diamond is 24 degrees. 24 degrees is the critical angle for the diamond and air interface. So due to less critical angle, more number of internal reflection takes place. More number of times light ray reflected internally. So due to the total internal reflection, it appears glittering. Next, mirages are formed. Mirages are also formed due to total internal reflection. So for us, mirages, so on road appears like a tree or images will appear. So mirages are formed in desert also. In same opposite reverse phenomena that is called looming. So the images are formed in cold countries due to looming. So this looming is opposite phenomena, reverse phenomena to the mirages. Not only these, if you observe the cracks in a glass plate, cracks. So at that cracks in glass plate, cracks appears in silver color because of total internal reflection. And in same way, suppose you take a one glass slab and suit with a ల్యాంప్ బ్లాక్. సో ల్యాంప్ బ్లాక్ మసి పట్టించడం అండి, సింపుల్గా చెప్పాలంటే. అంటే ఓల్డెన్ డేస్లో కిరోసిన్ ల్యాంప్స్ ఉండేవి, వాటి నుంచి స్మోక్ వస్తుంది. ఆ స్మోక్ పట్టిస్తే దాన్ని ల్యాంప్ బ్లాక్ అంటామండి. సో సూట్ విత్ ఏ ల్యాంప్ బ్లాక్, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఇమర్స్డ్ ఇన్ టు వాటర్, ఇట్ అపియర్స్ లైక్ సిల్వర్ ఫర్ సమ్ టైమ్ because of total internal reflection. So these are the some consequences of total internal reflection. So by basing on this total internal reflection, we construct an instrument, call it as a optical fiber. Optical fibers are works on the principle of total internal reflection only. So those optical fibers are used in various applications like surgery, endoscopic surgeries, and telecommunications. So those optical fiber sensors are used to calculate the refractive index of materials. So like we are using optical fiber. So now first we see formation of mirages. After that discuss optical fiber. Formation of mirages. Sir, mostly we observe the mirages in summer. Why we are observing in summer mostly? Why? Because here what happened? Sunlight is coming from sun to earth. In that path what happened? So most of the distance light travels in a vacuum above the earth surface. After going to several kilometers, there is no atmosphere. So most of the distance light ray travels in vacuum. After that what happened? It enter into atmosphere. So whenever we are traveling in upward direction from the surface of the earth, thereby temperature decreases. Temperature decreases. So coming down, temperature increases. In summer, if you observe on a tar road, first tar road gets heated. This tar road gets heated. So in that what happen? First it get heated. After that the air above this tar road heated. So heated air means that is less denser. That is said to be less denser. So less denser is going from here, and light ray travels from less denser means that is said to be a rarer medium. So here light ray travels. What happened? So light ray is traveling like this, but because of different temperatures in atmosphere, it bends a little bit. So suppose you take 3 or 4 layers. In every layer light ray is bended. So like bended like this. So every time light ray in one medium to another medium, due to change in refractive index, because from certain range to certain ranges temperature changes. Due to that changes, it's this light ray is bended. So this bending will takes place, and after what happen here, before reaching the ground, total light is reflected back into the same medium. So this light ray is completely reflected back into same medium. So due to this phenomena, for us objects are appear here, and in same way water will appear. That is due to internal reflection. What happened here? Gets a air layer is, suppose you assume this is the layer above the road. This is get heated and it becomes a rarer. This is said to be dense, rarer medium, and upper layer is said to be denser. Light ray travel from denser medium to rarer medium. So total light is reflected. So this is the formation of the mirages. So that's why any object, suppose one tall object is here. So you assume any tall object. So this tall object is appears to here because this light ray for us appearing from this point. So suppose our eye is here. So after reflection, light ray coming like this and reflected in this way. So for us, this top appears at the bottom. In this way, mirages are formed in a desert or on the tar road. Optical fiber. An optical fiber is a very thin fiber made up of glass or plastic having a radius of order of a micrometer. A bundle of such thin fibers form a light pipe. So this is the optical fiber. So this consists of majorly three layers. In that one is a central portion that is called core. Refractive index of this core is mu1 and surrounded by this core with a cladding. Refractive index of cladding is taken as mu2. Here refractive index of core is greater than the refractive index of cladding. To protect the cladding, another layer is there that is said to be buffer. So we are taking like this. So here what happened? We are incidenting certain light ray with a certain angle of incident. Introduce the light ray with a certain angle of incident on the interface of the cable. So it refracted with an angle R1. After what happened? Incident on the cladding, but the refractive index of core is greater than cladding. Light ray travel from rarer medium to denser medium. If this I1 is greater than theta c, then total light is reflected back. And same again here at this point, angle of incident is equal to I1. So again total light is reflected. So like in this way, without losing signal, light transferred from one end to other end of the cable without losing any signal. So that is the advantage of the optical fiber. So here if we observe, this is I1, this is R1, this is I1. So light ray first introduced from the air. So we can write refractive index of air medium is 1 into sin I is equal to refractive index of this medium mu1 into sin R we can write. So from this sin R is equal to sin R1, you take it as R1. R1 is equal to sin I by mu1 we can get. Okay, so that we can get. So here actually according to condition I must be greater than theta c, I value. So but here so this I1 is equal to if we observe here it forms a one right angle triangle. So that I1 we can write I1 is equal to 90 minus R1 we can write. Here from this we can write this I1 is equal to 90 minus R1 we can write. But according to total incident reflection, I value I1 must be greater than theta c. I1 is equal to 90 minus R1. 90 minus R1 is greater than theta c. Take sin theta on both sides, sin on both sides. Sin of 90 minus R1 is greater than sin of theta c. From this sin 90 minus R1 we can write sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So from this we can write cos R greater than sin theta c. And cos R1 we know. So from instead of cos R1 we know sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. From that cos theta is equal to, from this cos theta is equal to we can write 1 minus under root of 1 minus sin square R1 which is greater than sin theta c we can write. So squaring on both sides we can get 1 minus sin square R1 is equal to sin theta c whole square. But sin theta c is equal to, we know critical angle sin theta c is equal to refractive index of rarer medium by refractive index of denser medium. So mu2 by mu1 we can write. So 1 minus sin r1 is equal to, so first we write a sin square r1 which is equal to mu2 by mu1 whole square we can write, sorry here greater, this term take this side, 1 minus mu2 by mu1 whole square is greater than sin square r1. So from this we can write sin r1 is equal to sin I by mu1. So here this one is greater, this one is lesser. So first we write this one. From this we can write sin square I by mu1 is less than 1 minus mu2 by mu1 whole square also we can write. So from this we can write mu square also. Sin square I is less than mu1 square into 1 minus mu2 by mu1 whole square we can write. This is sin square value. But for maximum I value, this becomes equal. When I value becomes maximum, then we can write sin square I maximum angle of incident is equal to mu1 square into 1 minus mu2 by mu1 whole square. From this sin I is equal to, we can write I maximum angle of incident is equal to mu1 into root of 1 minus mu2 by mu1 whole square. So with this maximum angle of incident, light rays introduced here, this totally reflected and comes out. Next, uses of optical fibers. The optical fibers are used in the field of communication since they are thin, lightweight, flexible and interference free. Next, second is the optical fiber sensors have been used to measure the temperature and pressure. The optical fibers in the form of refractometers are used to determine the refractive indices of liquids. And these optical fibers are used in medical investigations. Optical fibers are used in laparoscope, endoscope for visual examination of inaccessible region of human body. So these are the some uses of the optical fibers.